What if you were actually to tell yourself, I am the greatest dad on the planet? Who's to tell you otherwise? How do you think you would show up as a father? And one of the greatest litmus tests that we can do is when we're alone. When we're sitting alone with no noise, no distractions, what are the thoughts that are coming up in your head? What are you telling yourself? Is it positive? Is it negative? And if you are a man that has a negative self-talk or sees themselves in a negative loop, or has addictive patterns, I'm here to tell you, you can break it. It might feel impossible, but I'm telling you, it's possible. And this is what I do. Now, do I still get embarrassed? Do I have fears? Do I have all the things that all of us have? Of course. But that negative self-talk, I don't beat myself up, because if I were to ask you, who are you? Tell me who you are. What would you say? What would your answer be to that question? It's one of the first questions I ask the men that I work with. And more often than not, I get the same answers. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a provider, I'm a friend, I'm loyal. Very, very basic, similar terms. And if you have children, yes, you're a father. But what if you were to write those things down on a piece of paper, even memorize it, and then go look in the mirror and look at yourself, nobody else is in the room, and then told yourself those same things? Would that psych you up? Would that get you excited? I'm a father, I'm a husband. Does that get you excited? You know, ultimately, how we see ourselves will ultimately determine the success we have in life, our identity. And to simply say that you are a father, what if you were to actually take that up a notch? What if you were actually to tell yourself, I am the greatest dad on the planet? Who's to tell you otherwise? What if you were to say, like, nobody shows up for my kids more than I do? And you start telling yourself that story, and you start saying it over and over and over again. How do you think you would show up as a father? For those of us that have had kids, you know, my kids are older now, but when I had younger children, you know, you have a busy day at work, you come home, you just want to chill out for a minute. And if I'm just like, I'm a father, I'm more likely, and that's just my belief, yes, of course I'm a dad, and my 3-year-old son wants to come over and hang out, wants to play, and I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I just need a minute. I might say, hey son, give me a minute, just give me a few seconds. I just need a minute. But if I've told myself I'm the greatest dad on the planet, no one shows up for their kids more than I do, and I've told myself that over and over and over, guess what's most likely to happen? The actions are going to follow the thought. I'm more willing to show up for my son. I'm more willing to get off that couch, even though I personally don't want to, but I see myself as the man that shows up for his kids like nobody else will. Many times, the way we see ourselves will ultimately determine the actions that we take otherwise. So for example, if you feel like you're not enough, or I'm not smart enough, or whatever happens to be, it will keep you stuck. Many times when we have negative self-talk and we don't see ourselves in this higher version of ourselves, if you will, we feel bad, there's shame, there's guilt to it, and that's a slippery slope, because then we then turn to fill that void, if you will, with addictive patterns, addictive behaviors, because we don't want to feel like that. Nobody wants to feel like they're not enough. Nobody wants to feel like they're not smart enough or not worthy or whatever it happens to be. But what if you sat with those emotions for a minute? And I'm here to tell you, whatever story you're telling yourself, it's a story. You are the author of your life. And as the author of your life, I'm here to tell you that you can flip the script. You can rewrite the story. You can tell yourself something different. You can be whoever you want to be. And at the end of the day, what matters the most is how you see yourself. And one of the greatest litmus tests that we can do is when we're alone. When we're sitting alone with no noise, no distractions, what are the thoughts that are coming up in your head? What are you telling yourself? Is it positive? Is it negative? You know, more often than not, our default is to actually have a negative thought process. It's the negative side of things. And one of the things that's really helped me as I've worked through that, I'll sit with it and I'll look and think, would I ever talk to anyone else or even my children the way I talk to myself? And the answer is not only no, it's hell no. And I can tell you that there is a process you can take you through that you can actually eliminate the negative self-talk. You can eliminate, completely erode, and take that out of your thought process and out of your head. And I can tell you that that voice, if you will, that negative self-talk for me is gone. It's not even there. Now, do I still get embarrassed? Do I have fears? Do I have all the things that all of us have? Of course. But that negative self-talk, I don't beat myself up, because I've processed and learned and have worked through how to overwrite that story, because I'm the author and I get to choose what I tell myself. I get to choose how I see myself, independent of how anyone else might think or see me. And if you are a man that has a negative self-talk or sees themselves in a negative loop or has addictive patterns, I'm here to tell you, you can break it. It might feel impossible, but I'm telling you, it's possible. And this is what I do. I am so passionate about this that I have a program called the Rebuild Protocol that helps overwrite and it helps let go of the negative beliefs and fill them with positive, uplifting ones that sees you in your highest, greatest self. And here's the secret to this. That man's already inside of you. We just have to tap into it. And as you start to think something different, the actions will follow. You can have anything. You can have the body, the business, the relationship. You can be an incredible father. You can be emotionally and mentally strong, physically fit, spiritually aligned. You can have it all. You are the creator of the life, of your life, and no one is coming to save you but you. And as the author, it starts with a story. Everything is rooted in a story. And I'm telling you that there is a process that you can go through to rewrite that. And if this is something that interests you, comment or message me the word rebuild, and let's set up a time to talk, and I'll tell you how it works. And the systems that I have are proven. They've worked for me and for countless other men. And I'm telling you, this shit works. You can be whoever you want or have whatever you want. No matter where you are, no matter what's happened, you can have it all. The freedom is in the fire. The freedom is in what you're avoiding. Come join me, message the word rebuild, and let's see what we can do together.